things that I started first was since I read about Kūʻula-kai and how his son carried on helping the different people in different ahupu'as to build fish pond. How can we, they asked the son, ʻAiʻai, how can we show you our appreciation for you helping us with making a fish pond? And ʻAiʻai is supposed to have answers to say, well, nothing for me, but if you will put up a stone on the east corner of the fish pond to honor my father, Kūʻula-kai, I'd be very happy. Oh, they said, oh, put a stone? Oh, we can do that. You know, all the people do. And so that came about. And that came about all over, wherever he helped. But then having read about Kūʻula-kai and ʻAiʻai and putting up a ku stone, figure, hey, maybe I can find a ku stone. And there it was in the mud, a stone long shape, but lying on the mud outside the fish pond. I said, hey, it looked like something that's handmade, you know, somebody worked on the stone by hand. It was shaped, okay? So I took a picture of it, sent it to Bishop Museum and asked, could this be the kind of stone that was used by the people to show appreciation to Kūʻula-kai and his son, you know, to put up a stone for the Kūʻula-kai. And Bishop Museum said, yes, definitely. So somehow, I got captured by it. I don't think I told anybody working here about it. On my own, I made the things that I needed to move the stone and whatnot. And I would do it with whatever we had. So I was just about ready. Then my daughter and her two daughters, she had a girlfriend, had the two daughters too. 6 of them came, and they came often, but they came that one particular day and said, hey, Grandpa, and my granddaughter, Papa, I came to help you. What can we do? And without thinking anything about it, I said, oh, how about moving a stone? And they don't know any better. Oh, yeah, sure, we can move a stone. So then I walked them over there, and they said, where's the stone? I said, there's the stone about 20 feet away on the mud, long like that. I said, that's the stone. They told me, we can't move that. I said, no, we can. We work together, we can. So I had already made the things out of netting and reinforced rope to put the stone onto, and I gave the rope to the ladies, and they would pull. I said, you pull, the stone will roll. So the stone rolled until it came out to the fish pond wall. Grandpa, now what? We cannot lift it up. I said, no, we can do it. I'll be down, I'll be helping from underneath. You keep on pulling the way. So we pull it up, get it up, stood it up on the fish pond wall, and there was a little depression. I stood it up in a depression and shook the stone, and it seemed to like a mother hen settling down, settling right in there, and there it stood like that. Wow. And okay, so this was up, and the thing is, I never thought of telling Herb this is what I was doing. I didn't tell anybody. I just went and done it, and selfish, but I never thought of anything. It's just that I saw it, I think it should be done, I'm going to do it. And then ever since I stood the stone up and all that for the day following, Every time I come down here, I would take a bucket, a coconut husk, and I would get salt water from the pond or from the bay, go to the stone, and I would scrub the stone. And as I was scrubbing the stone, I could feel like somebody's watching me from one side. I keep on going, then so it's watching me from here. I could feel that. And I don't know how to explain it. Just that somebody seemed to be watching me. And I kept on doing that. And I got that part finished.
So thanks for sharing that story about the Ku stone, because that is really, really important, you know, in the history of the pond. And, you know, when you found that stone, I believe it was, we were already into the second decade of actually restoring the pond. We were in, I think it's somewhere between the 12th and 15th year that and we always wondered where it was. We knew it was on the east side, but it's very fitting to me that our most senior kupuna was the one that found it. So you were always meant to be the one to find it, I believe. You know?
Yeah, because you first came earlier, and I came only in 1986, and after that.
Yeah.
So you first were ahead of me.
And if I recall correctly, you know, then the next stone would be the Hina stone. And I think that's the one that Willis found, right? Didn't you? Or we didn't know if it was the Hina stone.
Yeah, we couldn't determine whether it was the Hina stone or not, but it had the shape, though, of the Hina stone.
But you're the one that found that, right?
Well, I don't think I was the first person, but I remember there was a flat stone. It was oval in shape with a lot of holes in it. And I read from the internet that's how the Hina stone appears.
Right.
And it was in the west corner, the southwest corner of the pond.
So it was in the right place.
Yeah, it was in the right place. And the Ku stone would be on the northeast corner of the pond. And
I think Hina was found maybe a couple of years after Ku, right? Do you remember it that way?
A little longer than that, I
Okay.
think. Maybe 5 years.
Okay, maybe 5 years
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.